Hi, Dr. Windisch again from Sparks Pediatric and Adolescent Medicine. Welcome to our video series for parents. Remember, these videos are for your education only and not intended in any way to replace visits with your pediatrician. If you have concerns about your child's health, we're happy to see you here in our office. Area code 775-359-7111. We'll see you same day on a cash pay basis if necessary. Today what I want to talk about, it's summertime, it's time for hiking, it's time for the great outdoors, it's time for poison oak and poison ivy. So let's talk a little bit about poison oak and poison ivy treatment and prevention. Realize that poison oak and poison ivy really are the same plant. There's minor geographic variations in terms of what's they're slightly different subspecies, but the genus is the same. This is in medicine referred to as roost dermatitis. The rash that you get comes from the oil that is on the outside of the leaves and the stems. How do you identify them? Well, the Boy Scout saying is leaves of three, leave them be. I can show you a billion pictures of poison ivy and poison oak, but a lot of the plants lose their leaves, especially in the early fall, and remain that way leaf-free all winter, and the stems are equally as toxic. So if you're in the outdoors and you're not familiar with the outdoors, you haven't spent a lot of time in Scouts, get a good forest ranger to show you around once, or a Boy Scout to show you around. Once you've spent some quality time around the stuff, it's pretty easy to identify. Avoidance is simple. Because it's an allergy to the oil on the leaf, on the stem, as long as you don't touch the leaf or stem, you're in good shape. So wearing long pants if you're walking through underbrush, wearing long sleeve shirts if you're walking through underbrush is of key here. If the stuff gets on your clothing, it's usually not enough to saturate the clothing. As long as you don't touch the clothing with your bare hand when you're pulling it off of you, and you then launder that clothing and remove the oil, you're good to go. You're not going to get the dermatitis. If you're walking around in shorts and a t-shirt, all of your exposed areas are at length, and if you decide to answer nature's call off the trail, those parts are at risk as well, so be very careful. You can get the oil on your hands from touching it and then spread it. Scratching your face, holding the hand of your boyfriend. Okay, so be careful that you don't scratch the lesions and transfer the oil. Be careful you don't pick up the oil from your dirty, soiled clothing, and be careful you're not touching the plant and spreading it by scratching your head. If you get the lesions, if you get the outbreak, what do you do? Well, this is actually a contact allergy, so first thing we have to do is remove the allergen, soap and water. You don't want to scrub the sores because they hurt, but make sure you get the oil off your skin. Okay, a little bit of very simple soap, a little bit of simple water will take care of that for you. Because this is a contact allergy, over-the-counter hydrocortisone goes a long way to taking the sting out. A little bit of ice, 15 minutes 4 times a day, helps anything that's inflamed, including allergic skin. Remember, if you're putting ice on your skin, put a towel down between your skin and the ice so that you're not getting frostbite. We don't need to frostbite chewed up tissue. Calamine lotion goes a long way to helping. This is a contact allergy. Benadryl doesn't help a whole lot with the itching and burning. You can try some if you like. It might help you to sleep, but it doesn't really work. Benadryl works more for what we call type 1 allergies. This is what's called a type 4 hypersensitivity, and you're not going to get a lot of relief from it. If the over-the-counter hydrocortisone is not cutting it for you, give your physician a call. Sometimes more potent steroids or even steroids by mouth are the ticket for you, especially if you have extensive rash from head to toe. There's a lot we can do to make you feel better with oral steroids there. Hopefully this isn't happening to you. Again, avoidance is the key, like a lot of things. So long sleeve shirts, long pants, not going barefoot off trail. Goes a long way to preventing this. Hopefully it's not happening to you, but if it is, there are things we can do, and I hope this has helped. I'm Dr. Windisch. I'm from Sparks Pediatric and Adolescent Medicine. Again, you can reach us at 775-359-7111. If we can help you, give us a call.